Hey everyone, welcome in. I'm Jess. This is Welcome Wednesdays. Today, friends, we are going to be playing a couple games, a couple roll and writes, couple flip and fills, if you will. We're going to be playing some Cartographers Heroes today, as well as some Can't Stop Express, because we did not get to finish our tournament last month. So we are going to be wrapping up the April tournament and starting the May tournament today. So we're going to be playing 2 games of Can't Stop Express, one at the beginning of the stream and one at the latter half of the stream. So but welcome into everybody. Let's see who's in the chat. EC was the first one here. Hello, EC. Welcome in. Hi, Phantom Meeple. Hi, Tangy Hi, Tantaralis. Thank you so much for that. And we're going to be playing some Cartographers Heroes today. Oh yes, Dutch. Tan, thank you. So we're gonna be playing the letter D map, and I forgot that it is different than regular Cartographers. So yeah, there you go. So we're gonna be playing letter D today. Thank you, Tan. That's the link right there for that player sheet. So if you want to play along with Cartographers later on in the stream today, we're doing map D. D like David. So thank you, Tan, for that. I forgot that there are slightly different than the regular base game. So anyway, how are you all doing this morning, evening, whatever time zone you are in? Happy time zone to you all. And May the 4th be with you all. I thought it would be kind of fun to have this little chat command for Star Wars Day today. So enjoy that little trinket for your listening pleasure if you want. Usually I have some Star Wars stuff behind me, but this month, friends, I am asking all of you in my community if you want to participate in being a part of decorating the background here. Just send me a DM and with a little information about what you would like to contribute to this wall. It could be a little trinket, it could be a picture, either of you as a board gamer or where you're from. It'll be something that will be really cool to include all of you in the community, as well as how you have invited me into this space by highlighting all of you behind me on this wall. So if you want to participate in that, just send me a DM on social media or on Discord or something, and I can give you all the details. I am collecting all the little items and things that represent who you are as a gamer and what you contribute to this community. So yeah, but now, since it's the month of May, I'm going to be playing some roll and write and flip and write games all month here. And I see Gus. Yes, welcome in. May the 4th be with you all. Joe says, "Oh, Jess, I know what I'm sending you. Best part about it, you already have it. Feel free to use the pic of when we visited." Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah, I can definitely do that, Joe. The Phantom Meeple and his lovely partner, the Baker Meeple, came a couple weeks ago and spent the day down here. And we got to play lots of board games together. We got to eat some delicious food together. So yeah, I will definitely print that out, Joe, and put that up on the wall. So yeah, but for friends that you aren't familiar with what everything's going on here, I'm going to be playing some flip and fills and some roll and writes for the whole month of May, everyone. So all the games that you see up here, for some way or another, I will be highlighting some of these, as well as a lot more in my collection, because I do have a lot in my collection that I'm going to be playing. If you want to join me for any or all of them, please do. Today we're going to be doing some Can't Stop Express and Cartographers Heroes. So yeah, there you go. Hello, Book of Nerds. Hello, Quaid Rain, and everyone else that's just lurking and working. We're going to be doing some Can't Stop Express first, though, friends, because we did not get to finish our April tournament. So for those that aren't familiar with Can't Stop Express, it's a quick roll and write game. You're trying to get the best positive score, yes, best positive score as possible. And the person that had the highest score will be given a bag of swag from me and the CCG crew. So let's go to the table real quick. We're going to be wrapping up. Yes, Quaid, we're going to be doing some Cartographers Heroes today. We're going to be playing map letter D. And I'll go ahead and pop in the chat the website again, because I apologize, friends. I popped in for the base game and not for the Cartographers Heroes, which is different. They have slightly different maps. So there we go. If you want to get yourself your copies of your gaming sheets there it is in the chat for you to print out. I will be playing letter D. EC wishes had his stuff with him. EC, just grab a paper and pen, man. It's super simple. You really don't need anything else except paper and pen to play along for this game. So current standings are there at the bottom, friends. We are going to be wrapping up April's month, and then at the end of the stream, we're going to be starting for May. So if you want to participate right now, the current score to beat is Phantom Meeple with a positive 160 points. I am in second place with minus 50, and Quaid is pulling up third place with negative 340. How this game is going to work, friends, is I'm going to be rolling these 5 dice. You're going to take your pairs. You're going to take these dice, put them into 2 pairs, and write the sum total of them on these rows here. Then you will have a die left over. That is going to be the 5th die. And then you're going to write in fill in the 5th die value over here and put a check mark next to it. Oh, Quaid, did you get positive? Oh, you know what? I think you are right, my friend. Okay, let me update that. So Phantom and Quaid are currently tied then, friends. Positive 160 is the current score to beat there. So let me put in here, Quaid is, by the magic of streaming, I can put this over here. Positive 160. There we go. And I'll give a little space over here. Perfect. You have the sheet saved. Okay, good. Well, there you go. And Book of Nerds also has 160. Okay, friends. So how this is going to work is I'm going to roll these dice. I'm going to place them out here in ascending order. Then you're going to take 4 out of the 5 dice, put them into pairs, and mark the sum total onto your player sheets here. Okay? So let's say I did 2 here and 2 here. So 1 and 1 makes a 2, so I will mark a 2 over here. The 5 and 5 make a 10, so I'll mark a 10 down here. And then what's remaining is the 3, and I will put a 3 into this spot here. All right, so then once you have filled in all of that, I will roll again, and this time I will use a timer. For every roll should be about 30 seconds long to take your decisions and write them down. For once we get all the decisions made, then we'll start the timer. And we'll continue on rolling until one thing happens where you have one of these rows filled in with your 5th die value, okay? So you see there are 3 different options that you can have for a 5th die, which means you have 3 different values that you can choose from as a 5th die value. Once you select those 3 number values, every time you see one of them come up on a roll, you must select them as your 5th die, which can be kind of problematic. But it helps you choose some of your game end strategies in a way so you can complete a lot more rows down here and then a lot other rows here, because this is your countdown clock. Once you fill in one of these rows in your 5th die value, your game ends. So yeah, everyone is going to have 160 points. We'll start. No, that's not how it works, friends. That's not how it works. So anyways, friends, this is for the end of April selection. So these are the current standings. But when we play again towards the end of the stream, it will be, everyone is down to 0. Everyone starts with no score at all. So if you want to wait until that time and just watch this watch this game, I mean, and play at the latter half, that is totally fine. But I know for sure that Phantom and Quaid probably want to play right now to see who can break this tie. So, all right, friends, I'm going to roll this first time around, and then I am not going to start the timer until the second roll goes forward, okay? So, yeah. Quaid says, I love that it's called Can't Stop Express, but I don't feel like it's any faster than the regular version. In fact, I feel the regular version often plays faster. Yeah, because it can be a little AP prone in this, Quaid. I definitely get it. Some of the decisions you have to make are definitely ones that you need to take a second to think about. But that's why they put the timer in, I think, in this one. So, yeah, this is Sparta. Okay, so this first roll we have 1, 3, 3, 3, and a 4. I will pop it into the chat in case anyone else wants to play along. And they are just maybe listening and maybe not watching the stream. So this is our first roll here. All right, well, this is kind of problematic. I think I'm going to do a 6 and a 7 and take a 1. So I'll do the 1 here and take a 7 and a 6. So I'll cross it out over here. And there we go. Oh, and I will also mention, Joe will not let me down if I don't mention this, friends. You have the ability to re-roll something. There is a new channel point redemption. However, I am only allowing you to re-roll for 5 opportunities for the entire stream, okay? So that's going to conclude for this game as well as the Can't Stop at the end of the stream, okay? So if you want to put it in, the channel redemption there for the reroll, you definitely can. And hello, Raina and Michelle. Yeah, we just started. If you want to play some Can't Stop Express, get your pens and papers ready. This is the first roll. I am also going to be playing this at the latter part of the stream, so if you want to hang tight and start over this way, then we can have you play in the latter part of the stream. But welcome in, friends. Yes, may the 4th be with you all. About to make dinner. Oh, Raina, let us know what you're going to make today, because we all want to know. There you go, Michelle. For everyone, for their listening pleasure today, is a little fun tidbit that I want to pop into the chat for you all. Alrighty, here we go. That's our first roll, friends. So now I'm going to roll for the second turn. And here we go. Oh, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do rerolls affect everyone? Like if I reroll but Joe prefers the original, is he tied to the reroll too? Yes, everyone is tied to the reroll. Ooh, nochi and shrimp in vodka sauce. Ooh, Raina, that sounds delicious, my dear. All right, this is our new roll, friends. Here we go. Okay. Oh, nice. I could do the 1 again and take 2 7s. All right, timer is up. Oh, I forgot to write them in the chat. Sorry, here we go. I will write it in the chat for everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Quaid made pancakes this morning, maple syrup and fresh raspberries. Ooh, that is awesome. Well, Raina, I hope you, oh, thanks, Joe. Okay. I hope you have a lovely dinner, Raina. I hope you have a lovely dinner. Oh, shoot. That was a 5. 1 over here. And a 3. All right. New roll we've got is 1, 1, 2, 3, 5. And here we go. Okay. So I could do a 7 again. And a 4 and a 1. No, I'll take the 3 this time. So I'll do 7 and 2. Gonna go big this time. Wow. John made some huevos con chorizo this morning. It's been a week. Comfort food is in order. Oh, good, Raina. I am glad you are making some comfort food. I am sorry that your week has been a week. I think we all can relate to that in some way, shape, or form. So I hope this comfort food warms your belly and your heart, my dear. All right, new roll. 1, 3, 3, 4, 5. Hello, James. Welcome in, sir. 1, 3, 3, 4, 5 is the new one. Okay. Well, I gotta do another 7, huh? 7 and 4 and take a 5? No, I gotta do the 6. And then I'll do a 4. Okay, so I'll do double 6. Okay. Oh, good. I'm glad. I am so glad. So glad, Raina. Grateful for you being here, my dear. All right, new roll, friends. So remember, this one is for our April tournament because we did not get to finish it last week. But I will be starting a new tournament for the month of May and the latter part of the stream. So if you want to hang tight and start off on the new marathon tournament, new monthly tournament, I should say, not marathon tournament, new monthly tournament, then stay tuned for that. Thank you, Phantom Meeple. 3, 3, 4, 5, 6 is our new roll, friends. Oh, brr, 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 brr. That's not great. That's not great. Ah, okay. Oh, man. 6 and 10. Nope. I got to do the 4. So I will do 6 and 11. Ugh. Gross. Gross. Definitely happy to be here. The news about what's happening in the U.S. is scary for people like me. Yes, I am so sorry. Yeah. Michelle, you know you are loved. You are a welcome part of this community. You are a bright, shining star in this community. I appreciate you, and I thank you for being here. All right, 2, 4, 5, 5, 6. All right. Okay. Well, fiddlesticks. I can't do anything with this. I have to take a 4. No, I have to take a 4. Who rolled these dice? Who rolled these dice? A 7 and an 11. All right. I'm in Canada. What's happening in the U.S. now? News makes me out of my head in the ground. Yeah. Four, 4, 6, 6, and 6. Okay, so I have to do another 4. Oh no! 10 and 12. There is currently things that are happening in the Supreme Court right now, Raina, having to do with abortion rights. And that's all I'll say. I encourage you to just do some research and stuff, because this is not a political stream. All I know, there are some things that are going on in the world that are not super great. A lot of political turmoil that's happening right now, so yeah. One, 1, 3, 5, 5. Sometimes I wonder if the question is what isn't happening in the U.S. right now. Yes, that's very true. That's very true, Michelle. Okay. Oh, I could take a 2. I'll do the 3. Take a 2 and a 10. Yeah, so sorry, Raina. I don't want to divulge into a lot of stuff that's going on right now, just because I want to be sensitive to people in the chat. But yeah. Definitely recommend just getting your facts. From some reliable sources and drawing your own conclusions. Yeah. Oops. That was a 4. 1, 1, 3, 4, 5. It's the new roll. Yeah, no problem, Michelle. I want to be respectful of everyone here in this space. Okay. Oh, shoot. Oh, man. Okay. If I take the 6... Oh, no! Shoot! Okay. 6 and... I'll do the 1. And do a 6 and a 7. One, 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay, I'll take the 3. Six and 7. Round negative 1,000. Oh, geez, Quaid. Oh, geez. Oh, geez, Quaid. Oh, geez. All right, 1, 1, 3, 3, and a 4. Oh, goodness. Well, I guess I'm taking a 3. Oops. Start the timer. Taking a 3. 7 and 2. Hey, Dutch. May the 4th be with you, Dutch Yoda. We're doing our Can't Stop Express tournament from last month because we did not get to finish it. So, yeah. All right. Hope you're having a good day today, sir. That your Kyber crystal is fully charged. All right. 1, 3, 3, 3, and a 4. Oh, it's an extra 3 there, Phantom. Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. All right. All right, I'll do a 1. 6 and a 7. I'm getting close. Holy smokes. Boop, 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 boop. All right, here we go. Aw, James. So kind, so kind. One, 3, 6. Ah. Ack. 1, 1, 1, 3, 6. Boo. All right, I'm going to do this one. 7 and 2. It's my last 7. Chelka's Corner is here. Hello, Chelka's Corner. Happy Wednesday to you, my dear. All right, well, I kind of wish I could roll some other numbers instead of getting 7s. Three, 3, 4, 5, 6. Doing a little work lurk. That's all right. I appreciate the work lurk. Y'all know that. Okay, well. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. No, she says. Okay, I'm taking the 4. And I'm going to do 11 and a 6. Oh, no, you're running with scissors. It's okay, Quaid. Yeah, I saw that. Scissors already is not a website. Or maybe it is. I don't know. But I got you, Quaid. I got you. Oh, man. Oh, man, everybody. That's a 5. Lots of 5s here. All right. 3, 5, 5, 5, and a 6. Oh, no. I got to take a 3. Darn it. So I got 10 and 11 now. Okay. Hey, Giggles. Welcome in. Oh, you were playing earlier today. Yeah, I'm wrapping up April's tournament because we didn't get to finish it last week. But I will be playing this again at the latter part of the stream to start for May. So if you want to jump in for the May tournament, definitely hang out, because I will be doing this again after we play Cartographers Heroes. But welcome in. Happy Wednesday to ya. No, so I will be playing this again. So no worries on that. 1, 2, 4, 5, 5. Okay, I will take the 1 and the 10. Okay, cool. So yeah, thanks for hanging out, Giggles. 2, 1. Yeah, so if you want to play along with some Cartographers Heroes too, friends, I'm going to be using map D from Cartographers Heroes. So if you want to get those player sheets ready as we're wrapping up this Can't Stop Expressness, then yeah, get those ready for you. Okay, 2, 2, 4, 4, and 5. Thank you, Joe. Oh, I have to take a 4. Boo to the urns. Boo to the urns. 6 and 7. No, I can't take. Yes, I guess I'll have to do that. I can't. The 7s I won't mark, so I'll just forfeit that last 7, but I will take a 6 over here. Ugh. I'm getting middle down the road, man. Down the road. Ease on down the road. Gonna ease on down the road. Would love to play along, but I do have meetings, so it might depend on when they finish that I could jump in. Yeah, no worries, Giggles. I know everybody's got their work stuff happening today, so, but I appreciate you hanging out. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 5, 5. Dang it. A 10 and a 4. Oh, geez. Nope, I have to do a 10 and 5. Yeah, I'll take the 1. 10 and 5. All right, timer. Sorry, friends. Oh, goodness. Okay. So, friends, this game is, I'm going to retire it at the end of May. So I will be retiring it and playing something else for June. I have not completely decided yet, but I am leaning towards some other things. Oh no, I can't do that. No. Darn it. Okay, so I'll take the 1 and do 10 and 11 here. Okay. Yes! Thank you, Giggles. May the 4th be with you too, my dear. I will type in, I'm just going to keep doing this because I feel like it's fun for everybody. This little audio tidbit for y'all. For your listening pleasure. And I'm going to say, sorry, not sorry if this song gets stuck in your head after you watch that video. 1, 3, 4, 4, 5. Oh, good grief. Good grief. Okay. If I did that, I took a 4. I can do 8 and 5. No, I don't want to start 8s. No, I don't want to start 8s. Oh, no. no. I think I have to. I think I have to. Oh, no. Well, I could do 8s. I'll take the... Oh, if I take the 1, no, I'll be done. Nope, I'm going to do the 4. And I'm going to do 8 and 5. Okay, I have to do that. Phew. Okay. Nothing in negative. Quaid. Are you going to take the crown this time, my friend? You might. You might take the crown. 1, 4, 5, 6, 6. Oh. Yeah, I'm going to do a 4. And do... Seven and 11. I can't do the 7s. Time to harpoon my game and end this. Nice, Quaid. Nice. Oh. Sounds like a lot of us are still in. I feel like it's going to get close. It's going to get down to the wire here, though. 1, 3, 3, 5, 5. Oh gosh, do I take the 3s and do double 8s? That's not going to help me. That's not going to help me. But I will take the 1 though. And do a 10 and a 6, which I can't mark. All right. Boo, boo. I might have just gotten greedy. It could have ended my game there, but took extra points. The next roll forces a new line. I'm done. Uh-oh. Okay, Joe is done, friends. Joe is done. Phantom got a positive 250 here. Let's do my score real quick. Negative 200. Boo. That's 3s. I did not do any 3s. And the 4s, 5s, also negative 200. Boo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the 6s, which is positive 300. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5s on the 7s, which is positive 350. No, sorry. 5 times 40 is 200. Sorry, not 300. 200. Oh, goodness. 5 times 30 is 150, not 350. That's negative 200 there. Did not do anything on my 9s. 10s gave me positive 120. 11s gave me positive 70. And 12s minus 200. 1, 2, 3, 4 minus 800. Boo. 350, 450, 470, 540. Negative 300, no, 260 is my final score. Oh, good gravy. Yep. Yay, giggles. I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad you liked it. Suspect Joe and I had a similar game. All right, what is your final score, Quaid? Did you already post it? I don't see it in the chat yet. Okay, so Joe's got positive 250. My score is not sufficient. Not sufficient. Okay. 1, 1, 2, 5, 6. For everyone. Quaid, are you still in, my friend? Let me know, because I can keep rolling if you are. As well as anyone else that's still in. Book of Nerds if you're playing, or Tan if you're playing. Let me know, friends. Whoa, Quaid, positive 470. Wow. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very well done, sir. You ended at the same roll as Joe. Okay. All right, and anyone else? If anyone else is playing along, please let me know in the chat. That is true. That is true, Quaid. Mathematically speaking, everyone should be done. Mathematically speaking. So I want to say, I think we'll call it there then, friends, for the April tournament final score, and winner of this game of Can't Stop Express goes to Quaid Rain. Congratulations, sir. I will send you a DM to get some information from you and how you can receive your bag of swag. Da 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 da. Awesome. All right. Going back up to the table here as I get ready for some Cartographers Heroes. I will be playing the Can't Stop Express, friends, at the latter part of the stream, like I mentioned. So get your player sheets and things ready for those, as well as your map for Cartographers. And, oh, Panda Angel is here. Panda, you're just in time to play Cartographers if you want to play. We will be doing the map D, as in David, for Cartographers Heroes, if you have your player sheets. If you don't have a player sheet and you would like to play along, I will go ahead and pop into the chat the lovely link for everyone to play along with. And so here we go. Boop, 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 boop. Yes, that is correct. You can't but love you. Aw, thanks, Panda. Lurk and work. Do that lurk work. Thank you, thank you. So yes, friends, there's the link to the Thunderworks Games website, so you can get yourself your copy of Cartographers Heroes ready. And I am going to get this set up so we can play Cartographers Heroes. One of my favorite roll and writes. How many of you have actually played Cartographers Heroes? I am curious. I am curious to hear. Curious to hear your thoughts on this game because it is quite fun. I enjoy playing it. I am not super savvy on it. I don't have a particular strategy for everyone to play. Oh, James has only done OG. Tan might have played it once or twice, yes. Fun story, friends. Tan actually plays this quite often on his stream. So I'm going to give him a shout out in case you all are not following Tantaralis from Germany. There we go. He was last playing Slay the Spire.
So, if anybody in chat is currently downloading the app, please let me know so we can give you enough time to do so. And if nobody
Ooh, Quay's got the fancy collector's edition.
30 seconds.
The VOD should still be available if anyone wants to play along with the VOD. Awesome. Hello, Wim. You were just in time. We are going to be playing some Cartographers Heroes. So get your player sheets ready. Yeah, I don't know how these clips work, Quaid. Tan, because sometimes they play stuff from like a really long time ago, and other times they play it like most recent stuff. So I don't know how Twitch chooses what everything is. But yeah. Are you working on any Star Trek brick builds in the Defiance of May the 4th? Oh, James, come on now. We're not going to stir up controversy, are we? We can all have our fandoms. I mean, I equally like Star Trek and Star Wars. So I'm not going to share any hate for anyone here. Who has an affinity more of Star Wars than Star Trek. That's not how I roll. Yeah, Tan celebrates both First Contact and May the 4th. All right. So, Wim, if you want to play along with us for Cartographers, we are playing with map D, as in David for Cartographers. Phantom says, I love that part in that one movie where Darth Picard took a lightsaber and a phaser to Endor via wormhole to ensure the safety of the Bajoran and Wookiee people. Oh man. All right, so I am shuffling right now the Heroes deck as well as the Ambush deck. I will add 1 and 1 to each of them. Me pointing at a Dalek. Oh, look, it's R2-D2. I loved him in Star Trek. Oh, so funny. So funny. What have I started? I know, right, Phantom? What have you started? Quaid says, Tan, the difference is First Contact Day is a date in the Trek continuity. May 4th means nothing to Wars apart from the sounds. No movie or material has ever been released on that date. I know, that is true. That is true. That was a comic book, so not canon, but sure was fun. Or was it a holodeck malfunction? Yeah, I don't know. Oh, you all are too much. Too much, I say. but I appreciate it. I appreciate it either way. All right, gonna do a little mixy here. I know, we love you all. This is my first time seeing this game, so if I like it, I can get it. Can't play because I'm at work. I'm interested to see how this game plays. Okay, Tangy. Yeah. Which timeline, Quaid? Which continuity are you talking about? I know. They could have released it early. I know. I love Ewan McGregor and anything that he does. So I am super stoked that the Obi-Wan show is coming out. I am also super stoked for Strange New Worlds coming out. I believe it's this Friday for Star Trek fans. So, yeah, I am... There's just all the things that are happening, friends. All the things that are happening here. All right. I'm going to... Where are my pens? I'm going to do a quick BRB while I get my pens out. Oh, it's Thursday. Oh, okay. My bad. So it's Thursday. I thought it was Friday. Gotcha. All right, friends. I'm going to do a quick BRB while I go grab my pens. But we will be ready for Cartographers in just a moment. Alrighty, friends, here we go. Got a little bit of a Cartographers Heroes here. Let me see, but not want too much of a glare here. All right. Fan Project of Bucketheads released a trailer for their episode 2 today. Cannot wait to watch that. It's filmed around my area. Nice! Nice, nice, nice. So pumped. I'm sad Allison Pill won't be in season 3. I adore her. Aww. That is unfortunate. But I have so much to catch up on when it comes to Star Trek stuff. It is just way a lot that's happening. So, have a good meeting, Giggles. I hope it goes well, my friend. Please come back so you can play some Can't Stop with us if you can. All right, friends. Here is Cartographers Heroes. I have our 4 objectives. I have the spring, and I have our exploring deck here. What we're going to be doing, friends, is we're going to have the, oh yeah, my tournament. Moon Knight card finale. Oh my gosh, we're all going to be... A surprise IRL visitor whim. That's so exciting, though. I hope it's a good visitor. I hope it's not like, you know, some tax person. But thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. So sad I have to wait for the... Yeah, there's so much content to watch, friends. So much content to watch here. But yeah, so here we go. Cartographers Heroes. what's going to happen in this game, friends, is we're going to be exploring this map here and drawing out different terrain types. And what we're going to be doing is drawing these explore cards, which gives us different shapes and different terrain types to explore on our map. The goal is to try to get as many points as we possibly can based upon the 4 objectives that we're going for. And we're going to be playing over 4 seasons. So we have spring, summer, fall, and winter. The spring season, we're going to be looking for goal cards A and B. Those are the only 2 that we're going to be scoring. So I have them here, as well as I have them a little bit larger on the screen so you all can read what they are going for. But I'll just read them aloud. For the first one, goal card A, what you're looking for is you will earn 6 reputation stars, and reputation stars are your victory points in this game. 6 reputation stars for each cluster of 5 or more forest spaces that are not adjacent to any village spaces, okay? The forest spaces are in green, the village spaces are in red. So you will get 6 reputation stars for clusters of forests that are at least 5 squares large, and they are not touching any village spaces, anything in the red, okay? So that is goal card A. Goal card B is the Crayland, which says you will earn 7 reputation stars for each cluster of farm spaces adjacent to 3 or more water spaces, all right? So farm spaces are in that orangey yellow kind of color, and then the water spaces are in blue. So you will earn 7 reputation stars for each cluster that has 3 or more water spaces adjacent to it, okay? Now, when you're drawing your shapes on your grid, things to remember are here in these pit areas, you cannot draw anything into them. They're kind of like uninhabited terrain. So you cannot draw in these areas. The mountain spaces around each have a coin within them. If you surround them, you will receive 1 coin, and 1 coin can help you get victory points. They are included into your victory point scoring. For each season, you will score 4 different times here for the 2 goals that you are trying to meet for that season, and then you will add up your sum total for all 4 seasons, and that will be your final score. Okay? There are also going to be hero cards that come out. Heroes actually help you defend against ambushes that you will receive also in the game. I have shuffled this deck and I have added 1 ambush card and 1 hero card into the deck. And once we reach the threshold for the season, which is 8, it will have a number 8, not the number of cards necessarily, but the number sum total of the cards will show you on it up in the corner here. It will show you what number the card represents. So if we reach a sum total of 8 or more, that will activate the end of that season. And then after we resolve those cards, we will add up our score. So heroes help you with defeating some of those ambushes. What they will do is they can block certain spaces that the ambushes will target. And we are going to be playing in the solo rules for this stream in particular, friends. So anytime an ambush comes out, it will show you the shape on the card itself, and you will have to draw that somewhere on your player map where it is a valid location where no other terrain is covering that square, okay? Or those squares, I should say. It will all make sense as it comes around, but basically what we're trying to do is we're trying to get as many points as possible based upon the seasons and the goal cards. I will switch out the goals as they come around, but there are different terrains that you are going to be building throughout the game. There are the forest spaces, which are in green, the village spaces, which are in red, the water spaces, which are in blue, and the farm spaces, which are in the orangey yellow kind of color, okay? I do have the 2 other goals, but I'll explain them as we go along through that there. All right, this is basically just a polyomino tile placement game, but we're drawing in instead of actually placing tiles onto our map. Now, some of these cards will have 1 or 2 options of shapes to draw. You have to choose at least one of those options onto your player mat. If for whatever reason you cannot draw either of the shapes depicted on the card, you are allowed to draw a 1 square of any terrain that you want somewhere on your player map, okay? Just to fill in a 1 square there. All right, I think that is everything. Tan and everyone else that has played this game, if I have missed something, please feel free to pop it into the chat. Otherwise, I think we are good to go. I am all out of tea, darn it. So fun, fun little thing. I will just want to share that too. Oh, Meeple Conrad. Thank you, Meeple. Meeple says, hey, I hope you're well. Thanks for checking in. Kestrel pointed out the credit you gave me on their starting and ending of back scenes. You didn't need to do that, but thank you. It's very kind. The fact that you're happy with it makes my heart happy. Yes, of course. So friends, I will say Meeple Conrad is an amazing individual, and he created my lovely new logo that you see on the corner there, my CCG logo. And he took the time out to like talk with me and see like what is about my branding and what I wanted it to look like. And so he was the lovely person that created this space. So thank you for creating such a wonderful design. And I absolutely adore it. So anytime you all see the logo around, you will know that it is from him. A wonderful part of this community. So, and it's just so representative of me and my love of roll and writes to include the pencil into the logo itself, which I thought was a really, really cool touch. So yeah, thank you so much, Conrad. I appreciate you, my friend. It has been just a lovely thing to have represented. Not only as your graphic design skills are highlighted, but also as someone I consider a friend of me and of the channel. I could see you're just a wonderful like embracing of making sure people get recognized, and their logo and their branding is also representation of who they are. So yeah. Of course. So anyway, that's a fun thing. I also wanted to share this cool little thing that I got. So for those of you that are familiar, my lovely co-host Gamer Kitty Soma unfortunately passed away over a month ago now. And for my birthday, Gus decided to give me something that he thought would be a nice little reminder of her and who she meant to me in my streaming space. So he gave me this ceramic mug, and on it has a cute little kitty logo, a little sticker, and it's black to represent her, but she's also blooming because she's still going to be a part of our thing. Oh yeah, sorry, Conrad. Sorry to drop that bomb. Yeah, she unfortunately got really ill, and she passed away at the end of March. So, but what's really neat about this is I did post about it on Instagram. We did have her cremated, and she is currently buried underneath a lavender plant in our yard. And the lavender plant is actually going to bloom with white flowers instead of purple ones. And it's going to be the only one with white flowers in our yard. So we can remember her and recognize where she is and the part of her. But what I thought was also really neat too is the brand of mug is actually called Soma. It was just so random that he found something like that. So it's actually imprinted on the lid there. So this is my Soma mug that I will have with me whenever I stream. So yeah. But anyway, so yeah, she will always be a part of this stream. You will probably see her picture somewhere on this backdrop here. So if you want to be a part of adding to my backdrop, friends, please send me a DM and have your image or a little trinket to add to this collection. So I'm going to kind of make it like a community board so you all can be highlighted behind me as a part of this community as well during the stream. So yeah. Oh, thanks, Conrad. Thank you. Um, yeah, she totally did. She was a total part of our family and of everything that was here on stream. She was a big part of me still going to do Twitch streaming, honestly. I don't think I would have had the actual like courage and encouragement to do what I did if it wasn't for her and for a lot of you here in the chat. So, um, oh, thanks, Conrad. I will make sure to send you some stuff. Yeah. Because right now I have, you know, the one from Duchess that Duchess made me. So that has her. And then I also just have this one that you all haven't seen yet, but I left it for a certain special tier of me and Soma. And yeah, and James has that one too of just her face. But yeah, I will send you some more stuff, Conrad, so you can do that. But I don't want to put more pressure on you, my dear, because you've had a lot going on your plate. So yeah. But yeah, any the Soma snuggles for sure. Oh, okay. Thank you, Conrad. I will DM you, my friend, and send you some pictures. So, all right. So we are getting into some cartographers here, friends. But yeah, thank you so much for everybody for what you have done to help me grow this channel and this community. And yeah, it's been a wild, crazy ride, friends, but I'm glad you all are here with me along the way. So, all right, here we go. I know, right? I totally agree, Chelka. I totally agree. Okay, so here we go. First, yeah, it's okay. Do a work lurk, Conrad. You are totally fine, friend. I know a lot of us have work to do, so do not apologize. It is totally fine. Oh, thank you, Raina. Thank you, my dear. And I hope your dinner is going well, too. All right, so our first card is a Temple Ruins card. Those I did not mention, but anytime a Temple Ruins card is, the next card that gets flipped, whatever terrain is facing, one of the squares of that terrain must include a Temple Ruins space. Yeah. Yes, that is, they may have a bad rap, but cats are forever kind, loving, encouraging. That is totally true, Conrad. Totally true. And you have some cuties as well. Your floofs are definitely sweethearts. All right. Okay, so we have a coastal encampment. So it's either a village or a water space, and it must be in this L orientation. So I think what I am gonna do is I'm gonna draw some water because I know I have to have at least 3 water spaces. So I'm gonna start here, and on the polyomino pieces that you draw, friends, you can flip them, rotate them, however way you want to, but you must draw the shape in its entirety. Okay? So there we go. All right, our next piece is a lagoon. So now this is one of those cards that I was saying, friends, that you can choose either shape to draw, but it must be of this terrain type. So it must be a water space. So we can either do the 2 diagonal squares and get yourself a coin, or you can draw this little T shape here. I think I'm gonna do the 2 diagonals. And though I don't have to go adjacent to my current space that I just drew, I will, because I am concluding this mountain space here, which will give me a coin as well. So I have utilized that space efficiently, so I will get myself this coin. as well as the 1 coin for drawing that shape. So I currently have 2 coins. All right, and remember friends, those in the upper right-hand corner of the screen that you see, those are the 2 goals that we're trying to go for. So I really need some farming and some forest spaces to get those around there. So here we go. Next. All right, we have a settlement. So currently we are at 4 out of the 8 for this summer or spring season. So we still have some time. But again, we have another option. We have either the 2-piece with a coin or this little stair-step piece. Oh, goodness me. Where am I going to place this? So I don't want any forest around those spaces. So I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to... Ooh, I think I'm going to do this over here. So I'm going to do a 2 and go up 2, over and up like that. So it's 2, 2, and 1, just like that. Okay. Now I am coloring these in. I have different color pens that I'm using. Some folks like to draw all in one color and then just have the terrain shape in the inside, because the village spaces, as you can see, have a little arrow space. The water spaces have kind of little squigglies. The farm spaces have little diagonal slashes. The forest spaces have trees in them. So draw however your heart is content to do so. And as long as you know what terrain type that is, I'm not going to tell you otherwise. So I'm just going to make sure this is... Sometimes I get a little too crazy with the coloring in and I overlap some squares. So, all right, new card. Ooh, we have some woodland crossroads. So we can either draw a T shape as a forest or as a village. So now remember, friends, one of the goal cards is a cluster of 5 or more forest spaces that are not adjacent to any villages. So I have to remember that. So I'm going to draw this one as a forest, but I'm not going to draw it next to my village. I'm going to keep it away from there. I'm going to draw it over here. And cover up some of those mountain spaces as well. All right. Yes, you can. So Quaid, our first 2 cards we had the ruins was the first one. And then the second one was this one here, the coastal encampment. So it was an L shape either as a village or as a water. Okay. And then the next one after that was the lagoon, which was a water space either as the diagonal squares or as a T piece. All right, yeah, you're welcome. So currently, friends, we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 8. So we still have some more cards to draw. All right, slide those back. And here we go. All right, so this is going to conclude this season because it's another 2. We have a wildwood garden, which is either a forest or a farmland space. And this has to touch three or more water spaces. Ooh. Oh, I can do that. Ooh, cool. That's cool. So I'm going to do this here, friends. The orange is going to go here. And then because it's a diagonal, I can do down here and here. And that essentially touched 3 water spaces there. So that's my farmland. All right. And then we are going to score. So we have met the threshold for this season. So we are going to score based upon goal card A and B, which the first one says earns 6 reputation stars for each cluster of 5 or more forest spaces that is not adjacent to any village. All right. So I have one here. It's a 5 cluster forest, not adjacent to any villages. So I will give myself 6 points for that. And that goes down here in goal card A. All right. Then for goal card B, you earn 7 for each cluster of farm spaces adjacent to 3 or more water spaces. And that last card allowed me to get that last objective. So I have 1, 2, 3 water spaces next to this farm space here. So I will get 7 for that. And I have 2 coins right now. And no ambushes have come out, so no negative points there. So I have 6 plus 7 is 13 plus 2 more is 15, friends. All right, so that first round gave us 15. Different map layout, identical score. Nice. Good job, Quaid. Good job. Okay, friends, so this time, only 14 for Tan. That's all right. We're going to bring in goal card C now. Goal card C is the Gnomish colony, which says earn 6 reputation stars for each cluster of village spaces that contains 4 spaces in a 2x2 grid square. Okay? So, like this down here, if I'm able to get 1 more village space here, this cluster would be considered a 2x2 square, and I will get 6 points for that cluster. Okay? All right, now what's going to happen, friends, is I'm going to clear all these out, put them back into the stack, add another hero card and an ambush card, and shuffle them up. So they all go back into the deck. I'm add 1 more and 1 more. Okay. And I'm going to shuffle them here in front of you all because you know sometimes you all think I'm full of magic here on the chat. I really am not. But sometimes things come up for me here on the chat. So I promise you. Yeah. I mean, Gus can clearly show you all. He thinks things are rigged. I don't think they're rigged. All right, one last shuffling here. Okay, so now we are in summertime. Our summertime threshold is 7 instead of 8. And our first terrain type is the Woodland Crossroads. So we have the T-shape with either a forest or a village. And remember, friends, we are scoring now goal card B and goal card C. So B wants those water spaces adjacent to farm spaces, at least 3 water spaces adjacent to farms. And goal card C wants those clusters of village spaces. All right, well, that's gonna be an issue because maybe I should start a new colony. Because I can't do that T shape here on this colony. So maybe I'll start a new colony and hope for the best. So maybe I'll start it up here. All right. Okay, next card we've got is the Coastal Encampment, which is the L shape. Again, it's either a village space or a water space, which is perfect here. I can now do the village and finish off this village space to get it closed off to do a 2x2 grid. Now, I think Tan, correct me if I'm wrong, my friend, I think that can still count, even though it has longer than a 2x2. I will double check. Let's see, the gnomish. I think it still counts. Okay, Quaid says yes, it still counts. Okay. Just wanted to make sure I was not playing that incorrectly. Okay, so we've got 4 out of the 7 now. It contains a 2x2. Okay, cool. Thanks, Quaid. All right, next card we've got is a Frontier Dwelling. All right, it is a longer T shape, but it's either a farmland or a village. Ooh, that's cool. I could do this over here. T shape. Oh no, I drew over the dark color, so now my orange is getting kind of colored in. There we go. So I will score for that cluster as well now, because I have 3 water spaces touching that one too. Very cool. Oh man, this season might go really fast now, friends, because we're already at 6 out of 7 here. So let's see what that does. Okay, next card. Ooh, is a mangrove swamp. All right. And oh, now we're going to get master. No, Tan. We got a mangrove swamp, so no monster attacks and no heroes this season either. So we've got this little archway that could either be a forest or a water space. Oh, okay. All right. Well, let's see here. Oh, I could do forest again, but that's not going to help me right now. And these are already going to be scored, so having more water does not help. Maybe I could try going around that way. Okay. So I will do forest this way, like this. The forest archway. Do 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 do. There we go. Okay, so we have reached the threshold for this season, and now we are scoring again. So, goal card B says that have the 7 reputation stars for each cluster of farm adjacent to 3 or more water spaces. So I have 1, 2, that is 14 points for me for that one. And goal card C is the gnomish colony that has a 2x2 square of spaces filled in. So I only have 1 here, and that's going to be 6 points. I still only have 2 coins and no ambush. So all told, I have 22 for that round. Tan has 28 for summertime. Very nice. Quaid, how are you doing on that one, my friend? Or anyone else that's playing along? Yep, let us know in the chat. We are halfway through this game. 21 points. That's not bad. Not bad, Quaid. What I do like about Cartographers is that it kind of goes, it adds to itself. So you can score things multiple times throughout the game. So it's not like a one and done. No, you're not failing. You're not failing. You're falling behind, Quaid. That's okay. It's okay. All right. So the next season, we're going to be scoring C and D. So we've got B is going away. And we're going to have goal card D come out. So goal card D says earn 10 reputation stars for each complete odd numbered column of filled spaces. So what does that mean, friends? So down here on the edge of your player sheet, you will see numbers. Those are indicating for the columns. So every odd number column that of filled spaces, which means all the way to the top, you will get a certain amount of points. You will get 10 reputation stars for that. So it goes 1 through 11. So all the odd numbers are trying to get filled in this time around. So all of these go back into the deck. And again, we're going to add 1 more hero and 1 more ambush. And we're going to shuffle. Do pits count as filled in spaces? I believe they do. Tan, you're going to have to verify that for me while I'm shuffling. Or is 1 in 11 impossible? No, I don't think so because these are goal cards that are included in this expansion or in this game. So I would say that they are included. James says that they are included. So I will say yes. Just like a mountain space is considered a filled-in space. All right, Tan is going to double check on that. Yeah, I am okay with doing a rules check here, friends, because I want us all to play as well as we can based on the rules. Oh, James was going off the mountain idea. Yeah, see, I thought so too, James. So just looked at your map and realized it doesn't actually matter. I'm nowhere nearing filling 1 or 11 and they're odd columns with pits. Well, you still have 2 chances to fill them in, Quaid, because we're going to be scoring goal card D twice. Yes, they always count as filled. Okay, so pits do count as filled. They are the same as mountain spaces, friends. So here we go. All right, we are in the fall now. which again requires 7 for our threshold. And here we go. Oh, and we start off with an ambush. Okay, so we have a T shape. The T shape is going to start in the upper right-hand corner. Oh, Slivers! Hi, 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 hi. Welcome in, my friend. Yes, we were right, James. That is correct. So, how this is going to work, we're going to be playing by the solo rules as far as placement goes, because normally in the game, for those that haven't played Cartographers Heroes, normally if you're playing with other folks, you will actually hand your paper over to the player on your left or right, depending on the direction here, and then they will actually draw that shape somewhere on your paper. So, yeah. Howdy, 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 Slivers. Hope you're having a good Wednesday, my friend. So we're going to have a T. It's a small T. It's going to start in the upper right-hand corner. So right here, I don't have anything that can I can fill in that shape completely. So I'm going to have to go around in a clockwise direction, and I will stop here. So I will be drawing the T like this for my monster shape, which is a bummer. And it does not get rotated or anything. You draw it exactly how it is. Okay. So if I don't get the surrounding shapes, surrounding squares covered by terrain, I will get minus points for each of those surrounding squares, orthogonally adjacent to that monster. So currently I would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, minus 6 points if I don't get those monsters covered up. You need to mark that it's a monster because it has a certain ongoing effect. Yes, thank you. Thank you for that, Tan. So because it is a monster, the ongoing effect of this monster says, after scoring each season, destroy an empty space adjacent to the giant troll. So again, if I don't have these spaces covered, I'm going to put an M on here for monster. If I don't have those spaces covered, I have to destroy an empty space around here, which means it gets kind of like filled in. That's what it says, an empty space. It says destroy an empty space adjacent to the giant troll, Tan. Let's see. What does that mean? What does it mean? What does it mean? Ba-da-da-da-da. An empty space. Destroying spaces. Some spaces on a player's map might get destroyed. When the space is destroyed, draw a large X over that space. Destroyed spaces will count as filled in spaces, but have no terrain. If a hero space is destroyed, that hero's attack pattern remains active. Okay. The empty space is missing in your German translation. Oh, interesting, Tan. So yeah, it actually specifies an empty space. So I would assume it would be all of these spaces around here that I would just draw a giant X in. So, okay. Again, just to mention though, friends, we are going to be playing by the solo rules. So start in the upper right-hand corner of your paper and draw a circle around in a clockwise direction until you can fully complete drawing in that space on your map. Okay, here we go. Next one. Oh, and now we have a hero. So the hero this one has a range of 3 away from their space. So I'm going to draw. So for the hero, you will draw, and the terrain that gets covered up has to be on the actual space itself there. So you will draw that one. Heroes can destroy destroy monsters in 2 ways. When a hero is drawn, all monster spaces within that attack pattern are immediately destroyed. Then for the rest of the game, all monster spaces drawn within a hero's attack pattern are also destroyed. There. Hello, Deadpan. So what I'm going to do, friends, is I'm going to draw my hero here. I'm going to do this like this. and draw an H for a hero. And her attack pattern is in a straight line. So it goes boom, boom, and boom. Right there. That was super handy indeed. No worries, Slivers. I appreciate the work lurk, my dear. Yeah, very, very handy indeed. So again, there's no points taken away from our countdown on the season tracker. So we will draw another card. And this time we have the Wildwood Garden. It is either a forest or a farmland in this kind of fun little shape there. So remember, friends, I'm sorry, we are doing C and D. So yes, C and D are the scoring squares for this time around. C and D. All right, so we need to get our odd number columns filled in here. Oh, good gravy. Good gravy. Odd numbered columns. I'm going to try to see if I can fill in odd numbered columns here. Okie doke. Okie dokie. All right, next card. We have the Timber Grove, which is a forest space, and you can either draw a little L shape with a coin or the two kind of 2x2, 1x2s next to each other with a space in between, I should say. Not next to each other, there's a space in between. All right. Ooh, I gotta remember that forest spaces don't want to be adjacent to village spaces. So I could do like this for my forest space. And get myself a coin there. There we go. Alrighty then. Oh, that worked out so well with that hero there. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, next shape. Ooh, we have another hero. We have Ren the Lioness. So she's got her attack pattern is you draw her square, you skip a column, and then you draw 3 straight down in a column there. So where is this hero gonna be? And if I do remember correctly, Tan, I think you can rotate the hero where they start, just as long as you have the space for them. Fills it with that hero terrain type. Okay. Heroes destroy. Because I believe you can rotate it as long as you have the correct orientation for the hero. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw my other hero here. And then skip a column and go 1, 2, 3. And that monster is done. Okay, good. Okay. Thank you. Thank you there, Tan. That makes sense. So there we go. That monster is now destroyed. Destroyed. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. Next one we have is the Hillside Terrace. Oh, they need to be filled. Okay. Oh, that's right. I'm just gonna do the little X's. That's right. They're not destroyed yet. They're just gonna be the little X's, meaning that's their attack pattern. Thank you, Tan. Thank you, thank you. So this is gonna be a little X over here and a little X over here. Okay. Thank you, Tan. All right. So now we've got our Hillside Terrace, which is a 2x2 square, either of a farmland or a water space. Okay. Well, darn it. I need to fill in these odds, man. These odds. Well, what can I do? What can I do for this? I guess I can do 2x2 of water. So I'll do a 2x2 of water here. Two by two of water. That gives me a coin. This one is completed. This mountain space is completed there. Give myself a coin. Do 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 do. We're at 5 of 7 now, friends, for this season. And oh no! Another ambush. It's a dragon inferno. Okay, that's problematic. So it is a Z, and it's going to start in the lower left-hand corner, and we're going to rotate around until we reach the point where we can draw it properly. Oh no! Okay, so we get do 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 do. Do, 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 do. Oh no, this monster space. This one says, when all the spaces of the dragon are surrounded or destroyed, you gain 3 coins. It did. I know, Michelle. I was thinking that too. If you can't at all, I believe you draw a 1 square. I think you draw a 1 square, but let me double check, Quaid, before you draw anything, my friend. If a player cannot legally draw the depicted monster shape on their map, they instead draw a 1 by 1 square anywhere and fill it with the monster terrain type, but do not write the initial of that monster. Okay. So yeah, you're just going to draw a 1 by 1 square monster. Monster square, monster square. Okie doke. Yeah, it can't be rotated, Quaid, so it has to be in that direct orientation. So if you can't draw it, then you do a 1 by 1 square. Nope, no space of that size at all. Wow, Quaid. Okie doke. Here we go. Oh, we have a settlement now, which is a 1 by 2 with a coin, or the stairs. Or the stairs. Okay. Well, do I have something? Oh, I can finish. No, I can't. Darn it. I cannot. Ah, rage. Rage, rage, rage. Rage, rage, rage. I can't do anything because there's rage. Oh, goodness. Okay, but I'll just do this over here. I'll add to this village space And that completes that shape with a coin, as well as this shape down here for the mountain. So I get 2 coins. Yeah, exactly right. Exactly right, Michelle. You know what's up. You know what's up. Okay, settlement. At least I'm getting some good coins coming in here. Some good coins coming in. All right, and I feel like this might be the final card for this season, but we shall see. Yeah, yes it is. It is a frontier dwelling, so it's the longer T piece, either as a village or as a farm. Oh boy. Okay, so I need to get my gnome colony, my gnomish colony completed over here. So I am gonna draw this like this. Connect. This village is going to have a 2x2 finally. Okay. So we have met the threshold for this season. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 now. So we are going to be scoring again for goal cards C and D now. So the goal for C is the cluster of the 2x2 within the gnomish colony of village spaces. So I have 2 of those, which gives me 12 points. Let me grab another. This pen is not quite doing the trick here. Let's see. Is this one any better? Let's see. 12. Okay. Yes, Quade's got a question. Quade's got a question. Then we've got D, which is the column. Does the monster daily a space for before scoring or after? The monster destroys their space. When you draw it, it automatically destroys spaces. Oh, you mean for this one here. It says after scoring for this giant troll. Thank you for clarifying that, Quade. This one says after scoring. And then this one says when all the spaces are surrounded or destroyed, then you gain 3 coins. So yeah, that first one is after scoring. Okay, so I did not complete any columns for goal card D, boo. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 coins. And then, yeah, no destroying for the extra silo. I know. Darn it. Okay, so this monster's done. So I have 1, 2, minus 2 there for that monster. So 18 minus 2 is 16 for that round. Boo! Silos are again scored for winter. That is correct. That is correct. Okay, 16 for that one. That was not great. Not great, friends. But it's okay. Now we are going into the final season. Final season. We are adding in the final 2 hero and ambush cards. Oh, I forgot. I need to take out... Oh, darn it. I need to take out those monsters. And that hero. The monsters and the heroes come out, I believe, when you have them. Yeah, return it to the game box. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so we got those two out. We are back to goal card A, which is, again, the cluster of 5 or more forest spaces, not adjacent to any village spaces. And then our silos, which are completed columns of the odd numbers. All right. I feel like Tan might have the upper hand on us, Quaid. He is known to play this game quite a lot. So I feel at a slight disadvantage with him playing this so often. Not that often compared to Railroad Ink. Okay, that's fair. That is fair. All right. But remember, friends, after this game, we are going to go to our Can't Stop Express tournament. We are going to play it one more time to start off the month of May. All right, and we are in the final season. Okay, 26. That's good. That is very good. Okay, so first. Oh, we have ruins. Temple ruins. Again. Hey, hiya, ka-chow. Hello, no soul, no prob. Welcome in. All right, we got a ruins on our first one, so we're going to have to draw our frontier dwelling, including one of the ruins spaces. Oh, jeepers. If I can't draw with the ruins, I think I just do a 1 square. Right? Is that right, Tan? If I can't draw the actual shape for the ruins, I think I just draw a 1 square of that ruin. There's all these little, like, things. Applies to the next card that is revealed. Yeah, that's what I think. Yep, a single 1 space of any terrain type. Okay. All right, so since I can't do that, I'm going to do this here. Fill in this, so hopefully get a column coming in. No soul, no prob. How are you this week? Doing much better, you say. Oh yeah, you're doing a lot of vector art. That's right. Oh, and now we have another hero. We've got a single square with the orthogonal outlining of their attack pattern, if you will. So I'm going to do this here. They are a hero here, and their attack pattern is here, 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 and here. So currently we only have 2 out of the 6 on our threshold for this season. Remember, friends, we are going to go back to our tournament. Correct. Only the hero space counts as filled. That is correct. Can't Stop Express is starting up again. The new month has begun. Quaid was the winner of the April tournament. Yeah, Tan, I'm going to have to help you get that all configured. Your new microphone. That's exciting. All right, new shape is the Wildwood Garden. It's either a forest or a farmland. Oh, this forest space is not going to do anything for me. So I might as well just try to start covering up some monster spaces. Oh, yes, I could do that. Yes, I can. There we go. It's always fun to get new stuff, Tan. I have a new desk lamp that I'm using thanks to the suggestions from Phantom Meeple. And I'm also in the process of saving up for some better overhead kind of lighting situations. So yeah, it's going to be pretty cool when I get that all figured out. All right, we have a pasture now, which is farmland, either as a Z or as 2 little squares with the coin. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna get any columns done. Well, I guess I could do this. Okay, so I will do this, I guess. Do this here. Which gives me a coin. All right. Let's see what our next card is. So we're at 5 of 6 right now, friends. So this could be the last card. This could be the last card. We'll see what it is. Yes, it is a woodland crossroad there. Well, I can't draw this T shape anywhere, so I'm just going to draw a 1 square. 1 square. And look, I will complete up here. Oh no, that's not going to help. That's not going to help. Darn it. That's not going to help anywhere. Oh, I can do it down here. Cool. I'll do down here to finish that coin. There we go. To finish that. All right. What are you posting status? No sono probs doing some work. Oh my goodness, it looks like me. Aww, that is so cool. So cool. Thank you. No sono probs. I see my phone is blowing up. I'm getting all these like Twitter notifications, and now I know why. Thank you. That is so sweet. All right, friends, that is concluding of this winter season. Yeah, that was the last card. I can't draw anymore, so I guess I'll just put this 1 by 1 square here and finish another column. Yes, Quaid, that's exactly right. Yes, I do. I appreciate it. Yeah, I did. So like straight up honesty, friends, I was feeling a little FOMO with all the cool pictures that he was posting on his Twitter of all these wonderful creators and stuff. And so I sent him a DM and I was like, hey, can I get in line for you to do an image for me? And he was like, sure, send me some pictures. And so yeah, so it was just Oh my gosh. It was just so lovely that you took the time to do that. I appreciate it so much. So yeah, it was one of those things where I kind of did this as a hey, I know I'm feeling a little out of place here, but I just ask. So, thank you for indulging me on that. We need this on a t-shirt. Oh my gosh. If someone wants to do it on a t-shirt, I'm not going to do it as a t-shirt, but if someone wants to do it as a t-shirt, please ask me. uh, oh man. But yes, 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 yes. Okay, we're going to score. We're going to score some points here. All right, letter D. I only completed one column. My goodness. So that's 10 points there. A, for those forest spaces, so I only have 2 forest spaces. That gives me 6 points there, so another 12. For the coins, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 coins there. And I have 1 monster terrain type that I did not cover, so that's -1. So I have 22, 28 is 30, plus -1 is 29 there for that one. So now I gotta add everything else. 40 points for that one? Oh my gosh, Quaid. Yeah, you crushed it then. My goodness. All right, so 15 and 22 is 37. 37 and 16, 47, 53. 53 and 29 is 79, 82. 82 there. But I remember the threshold you're trying to get. If we're doing based on solo rules, so I have 82. Let's do this. Let's do this legit. So I won't get upset on that one. So, okay. So the threshold to beat is all the numbers here on these 3. All right. So we've got 18 and 12. 18 and 12 is 40 plus another 12 is 52 plus 30 is 82. So 82 minus 82, I got 0. Oh, goodness me. No, it's 82 for the solo mode, unless I'm not counting it right. Hold on, Tan. 30, 42, 54, 68, 69. Oh, yeah, you're right. 72. So I got 10. I got 10. I got 10 there. Yeah, thank you, James. I was trying to do it in my head. Math is hard, people. Math is hard. Oh, gosh. Okay, so I got 10. What does it say on the solo? Oh, good grief. What does it say? On 10, I'm a journeyman topographer. Tan is legendary. Journeyman cartographer. Yeah, I wonder if your calculator... No, your calculator is not buggy. So my overall score was 10. Because I do 72. So if you're doing the solo mode, friends, what you do is you add up these stars in the bottom for all 4 goal cards, and that's the overall threshold that you're trying to beat. So yeah. Only up to 31, James. Yeah. Okay, so 102 minus 72. So Quaid, you also got 30. You also got 30, so you are a legendary cartographer, my friend. Congratulations. You and Tan take the cake. Let me check with tiebreakers. Oh no! Oh no! What does it say? Tiebreakers. What does it say? If there is a tie, tied player. The tied player who lost the fewest reputation stars to monsters across all 4 seasons. If there is a tie, then they share the victory. Oh my gosh. Okay. So count up your negative points from monster spaces. That's what will break the tie. Yeah, negative points for the monsters. So how many negative points did you take throughout the whole game? Hello, Time Roller. Welcome in. So Quaid got -3 total. Tan, what did you get? That had to be -7 in all. So yeah, so all 3 seasons. So it looks like Quaid might have taken the overall victory. GG's, everybody. GG's in the chat. Holy moly. That was a good one. That was a good one. The overall victor goes to Quaid. Congratulations, Quaid. That, my friends, is Cartographers Heroes. And don't go anywhere. I am wrapping up with some Can't Stop Express to start this new month of May. Doing some fun Can't Stop Express. And like I said, friends, I am going to be retiring this game at the end of May and doing something else for a marathon. So, or a tournament. So what's going to happen is we're going to be playing this game in the month of May, Can't Stop Express. Then we are going to transition to another game that I have not decided yet. I have some options, but I have not decided yet. What? Why? I know. I feel like it's time for a change, Tan. I feel like it's time for a change. Okay? Nothing against the game. But I just feel like it's time for a change for everybody. Okay? So we're gonna switch it up. We're gonna do a different game here. I did, Crisscross for a long time as my tournament game. Then I switched over to Can't Stop Express. So I feel like now was kind of a good time to also put this one to rest so we can get a new game on the table. The winds of change. Yes, exactly right. See, exactly right. You know what's going on, Tan. You know what's happening, my friend. So we will do that, and I will get everything changed up. But we will still have this last month. We'll have this last month together of playing some Can't Stop Express. So do not despair. Do not despair, my friends. We will still be able to enjoy ourselves with this game of Can't Stop, okay? Alrighty, thank you so much for stopping in and saying hi. I hope you and the fam are doing well. No soul, no probs. Your little one is quite adorable, I have to say. So I do hope that everything is going well for you. And yeah, thank you so much for making that image of me. I truly, truly appreciate it. All right, going over transition time. Crisscross, did I wear my clothes backwards? No, I didn't. So if you're not familiar with Crisscross, Quaid, oh my goodness, it's a wonderful game. It's a Reiner Knizia game. I feel like you can play it totally with your littles. I feel like it's a game that can definitely be one of those games that can come with that your littles will appreciate and be able to enjoy. So yeah, it is definitely, she's quite the chunk-a-monk. Oh, cute. I just love, so No Soul No Probs is a parent and they post pictures of their littles sometimes and super adorbs. Super adorbs. So yeah, so Crisscross is a Reiner Knizia game. Definitely look it up on BGG. I definitely feel like you can play it with your fam. It was one of the games that I introduced my family over Zoom during the pandemic times, and they absolutely loved it because it's just a set of dice and all they need is just a piece of paper and a pen to draw out their grid. Similar grid shape as like a Second Chance or a Patchwork Doodle, but you're drawing shapes instead of drawing patterns and stuff. So I highly recommend looking it up. But yeah, that was my tournament game for a very long time. And then I switched over to Can't Stop Express. And so now I feel like there's also another time to make a new change for things. So yeah, so we're doing some Can't Stop Express. Again, this is going to be for the month of May. So see, there are no standings. Everyone's back to square one here. If you need me to explain how to play, friends, I can definitely do that real quick. But let me know in the chat who is going to play so I have an idea of whose score to keep track of. But thank you, friends, so much for playing along with me all day today. Phantom is in. Of course you are, Joe. You got my dice. All right, thank you. Yeah, Joe's going to keep track in the chat, friends, of the combos that get rolled out for here. You're playing for funsies. All right, have to play mostly for funsies. I know, that's right. Some of you all have already received a bag of swag, which is wonderful. And I just so appreciate you all still wanting to be a part of this community and play along. So, yeah. So thank you, thank you, thank you. James, have a good rest of your day, my friend. I appreciate you. Thank you for stopping in. Yeah, Phantom is in for revenge. Giggles is in just for funsies. Yeah, because Giggles has already gotten a bag from me as well. Phantom has gotten a bag too. Quaid is currently the winner of the recent bag, so he will get his bag soon. But yeah, anyone else in the chat is willing to play. Tan, you can play, my dear. Do not let the shipping cost deter you, my friend. You can still play. This is not Phantom and Quaid's best friends race. That's right. This is a competition game. You don't need prizes to play games with friends. Awesome. All right, friends. It sounds like everybody's good to go. Don't see anybody that needs a rules refresh. So again, friends, I will still do this just for the sake of everybody getting ready and getting their feet wet. I will roll this first roll this time without the timer, so you all can have a chance to kind of talk through and get ready and familiarized with everything. So I won't do the timer for this first roll here. All right. 1, 2, 5, 6, 6. Okay. What is going to be my strategy this time around, friends? Let's see. I will take a 2. I will go bold and do a 12 and a 6 here. Because I don't know. The opening 12. Yeah, Quaid, I'm doing it. I don't know. I'm just going to do it. So there we go. The opening 12. Not falling for that 12. Joe, come on, man. Come on. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, all right. Here we go. Next roll. Three, 3, 4, 5, 6, friends. And here we go with the timer. Okay, what am I doing? Oh, okay, I gotta do the 6 then. And I will take a 6 as my 5th die and do a 9 over here. Okay, let's see. Let's see if that pays off. See if it pays off. I have no idea. Honestly, no idea. All right, and that's the timer. Rolling them up again. Two, 2, 5, 5, and a 6. Okay. It's fine, y'all. It's fine. None of this is the numbers that I wrote down. Oh, dang it. All right. Well, I guess I'm going to do this and do double 7s. You think you have a strategy in this game, and then it gets exploded in your face. So that's awesome. Oh, goodness. All right. Here we go. One, 1, 2, 5, 5. Opening 3 rounds, and I've taken 6 as a 5th die. Wow. That could be good strategy, Quaid. I don't know. I'm doing a 2. I'm doing the 2 6s here. Okay. Yeah, we shall see. We shall see. All right. Rolling them up. Oh, no. Okay. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Hoping for 1 free roll. Okay. We'll see. We'll see if it comes up, Joe. We'll see. One, 3, 3, 4, 5. Okay, well, I gotta take a 5th die now, so I'll do the 4, I guess. I'm going for evens this time around, and I've got a 6 and another 6. Okay. Ooh, I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't know. Oh, goodness. I don't know. All right, 3, 3. And another 3. 1, 3, 3, 3. And a 6. Oh, wow. Okay, well, I have to take a 6 because that's one of my values. Ooh, no. I have to start a new row. Grr. Grr. Freebie. Quaid's got a freebie. Wait, no, 6. I know. Wow. I have yet to get a freebie on these last few games here. Oh, man. Yet to get a freebie. That was almost a 10K spin. Oh, Phantom. These are all your 5th dice. Oh, no, giggles. Oh, no, giggles. One, 1, 3, 3, 5. Ooh, that's a free one for me. Beautiful. I'm doing double 6 again. Gives you options. Yep. Now it's a freebie. Yep. Same, Quaid. Same. Although I am going to max out my row for the 6s. Oh, goodness. Oh. Wow. This game, sometimes you think you got your mind wrapped around it, and then other times you're just like, what just happened? A good roll. Give me some good rolls here. Give me some good rolls here. I want some good rolls in the tower. Sorry, friends. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. Okay. Well, if I do that, then I can do that. I'll take a 2 and double 8s, maybe? Or take a 7. Oh, and a 4. Yeah, I'll do double 7s, so I don't have to start the 8s. Nice. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you. Sing along with everyone. I don't know what it is about like rolling the dice in your hands before you actually throw them down the dice tower, that it's just, you just think you're randomizing them more often. I don't know. Oh no, I have to take a 6. Oh no, I have to take a 6. Okay. Well, darn it. A 7. No, I have to take the 6. So it's 6 and 2 or double 4s. I'll do double 4s. Because I'm not going to start a new row. Okay. Two, 4, 5, 5, and a 6. Okay. Where are all my 12s, people? Where are all my 12s? Where are the 12s? 9 and 11. Ugh. Ugh. 9 and 11. Take a 12 first, they said. It would be fun, they said. I know. What is happening? What is happening? And I have no channel points to reroll, so, you know, I am leaving it all to the whim of you all in the chat. So there we go. Okay. I have to take something now because all of my 5th dice are showing. Oh, Snapdragon. Snapdragon. Oh, no. That is the worst. So I have to do this, and I'm taking this, and I'm doing a 10. Ugh. I'm having regrets. I'm having regrets on that 12, everybody. Having serious regrets on that 12. One, 2, 2, 5, 5 is the new one. Oh, gotta do a 2. No! Dang it! I do a 2. Oh, I guess I can do 6 and 7. Okay. So that's it on my 6s, though. Oh, sheesh. Yes, friends, let me know in the chat how the stream is going, audio and visuals. Pop in those mogwais if everything looks okay. Or the gremlins if it's not. Mogwais are there. Wim says it's all good. Thank you, thank you. Gotten them mogwais in. Aw, I like that emote, Wim. I like that emote. One, 1, 3, 6, 6. Oh gosh. Okay. So I have to take a 6. Darn it. So it's either 7 and 4. Yeah, I could do that. 7 and a 4. Okay. Okay. I am okay with that. I am okay with that. Oh. You're running with scissors again. 2, 2, 4, 5, 6. Quaid, I would think being around kiddos enough, you would know not to do that. But I can't tell you otherwise. I can't tell you otherwise. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wim's almost out. Getting close, huh, Wim? Oh yeah, Wim, I don't know if you were here, but I do have a channel point redemption. If you want to do a re-roll, you can turn in channel point redemptions. However, the re-roll applies to everybody, not just to you. So if you want to redeem a re-roll, you can. I am only accepting 5 re-rolls for the whole stream. None of the re-rolls have been used yet. So if that's something that you want to do, that is also available option to you. And there's a 12. Yes. Oh no, but Wim is redeeming a reroll. Okay. Okay, friends, I'm re-rolling. I'm re-rolling. So this is the new roll. Don't take it. Don't take it. This is the new roll. Everybody has to take this new re-roll. So if you were starting to write stuff down, erase it. Because this was the new roll. This is the new re-roll. 1, 1, 2, 5, 6. 1, 1, 2, 5, and a 6. Okay. Okay. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no, oh no, oh no. If I took the 2. Oh shoot, I forgot. Oh shoot. 6 and 7. Alright, I can't take any more 6s. I'm gonna do that with a 7. Way better than 12. No, I need the 12s, Wim. I need the 12s. No, it's fine. It's fine. That's what I said. Still had to take the 2, but it worked out. Okay. All right. See? That's what the re-rolls are for, everybody. That's what the re-rolls are for. I know, but I don't need the 12. Oh, that's right, Wim. Okay. 1, 2, 2, 3, 6 is our new roll. All right. Ooh, I could do the 6 and do double 4s. That's nice. Okay. I'm okay with that one. I'm okay with that one. Oh. All right, we're getting close. We're getting close to the end here, friends. We're getting close. Getting close to the end of our gaming time together. No more 6! Ah! No more 6, says Quaid, but there is a 6 in the way. I have to take a 4 or a 6, and I don't want to. No, I don't. Oh, goodness me. If I take the 6, what will it be? Taking a 9 and a 2. Oh, good gravy. That was terrible. I know. Why didn't someone redeem a reroll for that? I'm just kidding. Everybody. I'm just kidding. Oh, gosh. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-dum. Da-da-dum. Da-da-da. There we go. 1, 3, 3, 3, and a 5. Ooh, free roll. Yay! Freebie for me. It's a freebie for me. I'm just going to do a 4 over here and then the 6, but that's not going to do anything. Yay for free rolls. Free rolls. Doing a free roll. Doing a free roll. All right, Wim is out. Calculate your score, Wim. Let us know what you have, my friend. I have it. If I roll anything without choosing 4s and a 6, then I'm in trouble. In trouble. All right. 1, 3, 3, 6, and a 6. Well, there we go. That's the end of my game now, too. Okay, so I could do a 4. A 4 and a 9. And didn't make it to the end. Darn it. All right, so Wim. I will write Wim up here. Wim, let me know what your final score is, my friend. As I'm calculating my final score here. The timer is up. -10, says Wim. Okay. Giggles has a question. Go for it, Giggles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 300 there. Doot, 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 doot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 4 is 200. That is 1, 2, 60. Nothing on here. -200. -200. Oh, good gravy. This is not looking good. Can I take 2 dice? And if I've maxed out, I just don't use it. Yes. So if you've maxed out like I did on the 6s, Giggles, I could still take the 6 as a pair and just not mark it on there. Yep. Totally valid thing to do. -1,000. Oh, good gravy. 560. -440. Ew. Boo. All right, I'm still rolling. I feel like there are still some folks in. So I'm going to roll again. I'm going to roll again here. Three, 3, 5, 5, and 6. Yeah, keep on going, Giggles. Positive 250 for Quaid. Nice. That's a good score. Yeah, GG's indeed, Wim. GG's indeed. All right, new roll. Giggles wants to keep going. I'm assuming Phantom's in there. You're in the negative, says Giggles, but let's keep going. All right. That's fine. That is totally fine, Giggles. Totally fine. 1, 4, 5, 5, and a 6. Reroll, says Giggles. All right, pause. Pause. Don't mark anything, Phantom. Don't mark anything. Giggles is redeeming a reroll. Here is our reroll, everybody. 1, 1, 2, 4, and 5. Oh, not any better. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Was hoping for a 3 to keep on going. Oh, okay. Better for Phantom, looks like. Better for Phantom. All right. Let's do a few more seconds here on this last one. So, Giggles, does that mean you're out, my dear? And is Joe still in? Joe is still in. Giggles is out. Made you start a new row. Oh, no! Oh, no, Giggles! Oh, no, Giggles! I'm so sorry. That sounded disingenuous, but no, it was really sincere. It was seriously sincere. Okay. Giggles, let me know what your final score is. Next one will be last one for Joe, unless it's free. Okie doke. Ooh, we got numbers all over the place, Joe. We got numbers all over the place, my friend. Minus 200 for Giggles. That's all right, Giggles. I had minus 440, so... I know. Shakes your head on that. Shakes your fist on that new row. No! All right, this one might be Joe's final row as well. Phantom... Positive 670. Oh my goodness me. Well, we know who's leading the pack again for this game is Phantom Meeple. GG's all around, everybody. Yeah, a wow indeedy. Wow indeedy. Well, this has been a delightful stream, y'all. This has been quite a delightful stream. I do have to say, I have appreciated all of you hanging out for the multiple games that we got to play today. The reroll that Giggles brought super helped. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. So friends, this has been amazing. I think this has been so great to see you all here. Minus 400, scratch that. Okay. Minus 400 for Giggles. Okay. Making sure we got that there. All right, glad you can help. Yeah, right? So, friends, this will conclude my week here on this channel for the streams, but I will be on Book of Nerds channel tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Pacific time for the J Squared show. 10 a.m. Pacific, which is calculate in my brain space. 7 p.m. Central European time. Not sure what we're going to be playing yet. It's going to be fun. Yeah, Phantom Meeple definitely rules this game for sure. So yeah, friends, that's going to be on Thursday at 10 a.m. And then Friday, I'm going to be over on Amanda Panda's channel at noon Pacific time. That's going to be 9 p.m. Central European time, hanging out with her. So yeah, you can catch me on all those other channels and stuff. Then friends, on Monday, come back to this channel while I'll be doing another flip and fill or roll and write game for the month of May. And I will also let you know too, friends, that if you want to help me decorate this wall behind me and show your part of being a wonderful connection to this community, I am looking for ways to decorate what is behind me. So if you want to send me a little trinket or a picture that represents who you are as a board gamer or where you're from, you can definitely do that by sending me a DM and I will give you all the details. If you want to send me something digitally as like an image or something, that is totally fine. If you want to send me a physical item, please keep it small, something that you can send in the mail. Send me a DM online and I can give you all the mailing information for that. But yeah, I am collecting items from you all to just show my appreciation of this community and know that it's not just me that makes it wonderful, but it is all of you as well. So yeah, and with that being said, friends, I'm going to send you over on a raid train. My good friend, Ruel Gaviola, is currently celebrating some Star Wars things today, and he is currently in a brick building stream right now. I won't say the 4-letter word, but you know what it means by that, friends. So he is currently making an X-Wing right now. So it's going to be pretty awesome. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for the raid. Give Ruel all the love and all the emotes that you possibly can. And until next time, friends, stay safe, be kind to one another, play your board games, and I'll catch you next time. Bye, everyone.